Finally back to Kirby Creek. I think it's been 7 months almost, which is the longest absence we've had since owning this property. For almost 20 years. Life happens. Last couple have been pretty tough, but I'm optimistic about what's ahead. Just beautiful to be here with a pack on and time to check some game cameras. A little bit of hiking to do to get out to them. We'll see what happened this winter. 777 pictures. Format, good to go, full battery, new card. Gonna take a longer route to the next series of cameras. It's my first time here this year, and I just kind of want to get an idea of what happened over the winter. Still not finding anything that's really fresh. Mostly just deer scat, few day old tracks. No sheds so far. A few times the boys were on a scent, like right now. See if he comes up with anything. Some more trail maintenance to do right here. Quite a bit of this. My saw and the fro are gonna get a workout this weekend. That's not a shed. It's just an old bone. Well, he brought me back something at least. Already on my third battery for this GoPro. Hope I get something worth posting. I have to take that bone away from him. We'll start looking for something else. There we go, he dropped it. About a mile into this walk. Nothing so far. Now that camera looks unmolested, which is good. It's a pretty high traffic area. There's not a lot of good natural light, so the pictures aren't always the best, but it's a good, one of the best spots for cougar, and it's better than average for everything else. 795 pictures. Got a deer bone. It's a little more interesting. I don't know if we'll find the rest of him. Coyotes can get him spread out pretty far. Got a case of the zoomies. Still haven't found anything real fresh. And still no antlers. This is my best camera. Looks like the batteries are dead. Hopefully there's some good video on this one. Does it have 3 hours of video on it? Wow. That'll take me a while to get through. A couple more cameras left. Silky saw is cut real nice. Looks like this may even have more. Good, beautiful morning from Kirby Creek. Got here yesterday. Was able to get out and check the game cameras. After 7 months, there were a lot of pictures and video. I've only been able to go through about 2 of the cameras video so far, and looks like mostly just the usual suspects: deer, coyotes, a bobcat, some grouse. Nothing spectacular so far, but I have 5 other cameras to check to go through the video. There's a lot I want to accomplish on this trip. I don't know if it's going to get done. I will be back here in a few weeks. I have another obligation not far from here that hopefully will be the last time I have to do anything officially in that regard. The boys are real happy to be here. It's Grady's birthday today, 2 years old. He's still a nut, but he has all really good instincts, and hopefully I'll get a chance to test those now. My schedule hopefully is going to be clearing up and I can be officially retired. I want antlers, not bones. Come on, try harder. Yay, morels. This has been my best producing morel spot for quite a few years. Another one right there. Great timing on these. Looks like it's just now starting to emerge. So the pups keep bringing me pieces of a deer. I found what looks like a kill site just up probably 50 yards from here. A lot of hair. And then I found the pelvis, leg bones, and other parts of the spine. Now here's where another part of that deer was consumed. Well, this is interesting. Another bunch of deer fur. Cabin is right there. I don't know if this is the third kill site or just part of another one. Another pretty morning at Kirby Creek. Got some rain overnight, but partly sunny right now. Once the sun is just now cresting over the ridge. It's beautiful. Nice temperature, very comfortable. The forecast says we may get some more rain today and maybe some wind. Wondering how that will affect the morels. I'm hoping it'll pop a few more out. Pretty good haul yesterday, but it looked like they were just getting started. So I'm hoping the weather, I'm not sure if it has any effect at all, but it does seem that I've had better success in wetter weather for morels. It's about the only hunting I've been able to do this trip. I missed turkey season again. Some turkeys right over there teasing me. Now that we've been here a few days and I've been able to stomp around on pretty much the whole property, and I've had a chance in the evenings to look at the trail cam footage on almost all the cameras. My opinion has changed. It was a pretty notable year for wildlife. And the last camera I checked last night, I got the best cougar footage I've ever gotten. It was last January, and so that was a little over 4 months ago. And he walked by. It was deep snow in the day, and it was in focus. Gotta love it. It's a lot of years of camera trapping, and finally getting something better than a blurry night picture is a real treat. I have gotten a few day pictures in the past, but nothing this good. This was video. Really excited to see it. I've also caught him on a few of the other cameras. Not as good at pictures, but he'd been here for a while. I think he made his first appearance Christmas Eve 2024, and then I think I got him into late January on a few other cameras. I have found 3 possible kill sites for deer, and they all have been, they're not fresh, and I've been finding the dogs have been finding a lot of deer bones that aren't super fresh, but they are recent kills in the last couple of months. Okay, let's get those guys spread out pretty fast once the cougar leaves them, or they drive them off too. But pretty exciting winter. Haven't found any antlers or skulls. We'll see. Still time, still places to look. I don't think I'm going to have time this trip to get off property. I'd love to go fishing. This is prime time fishing up at the lake. The ice has just melted off, and the fishing is great this time of year for me traditionally. This place has been a real blessing to us. We had wanted a place like this for decades, and then a couple of decades ago, we finally made it a priority in our lives, and I'll tell you, one of the best things we've ever done. It's nice to get off grid. I don't have my normal cell service here. Had to get one of those track phones. Sketchy coverage, but in an emergency I could call out if I had to. Send text messages. You know, we don't have power. We do have water. We're not roughing it very much. Especially once we built the cabin, which was right away because I couldn't stand the travel trailer. Way too confined. I have, 360-degree view around where the cabin is, and why would I want to be confined into a little rolling box without big windows? The cabin, I can lay in bed and see mountains and stars, and it's fabulous. When I'm here, I don't want to leave. We should start seeing some bears in about a month or so, when the fawns start dropping, is when they show up. They're out of hibernation now, but don't usually see them on this property until the fawns drop. And then we'll see them again when the berries get ripe. Never had a problem with the bears. They leave the cabin alone. When we run into them on the trail, they've retreated. I've only had one that didn't flee during the encounter, and it was just curious. He didn't know what we were, and he circled around downwind, and once he got our scent, he skedaddled. The critter I most want to see is moose, especially the baby moose. And they're about a month away from dropping. The only downside to moose is they're very aggressive to canines, especially the cows with calves. Not so much the bulls, but yeah, a cow with calves is the one critter I'm the most afraid of running into here with my dogs, especially. Good morning from Kirby Creek. It's another beautiful morning. A bit cooler than it has been. The camera says it's cold and it's shutting itself off. That's better. Cameras did a good job this winter. The newest camera that does the best photos, I learned, eats batteries. So I definitely can't go 7 months. I cannot complain about the weather we've had on this trip. It's been almost perfect. Okay, I'll admit it. I was wrong about chest packs. They're awesome. Very convenient. You can have a radio, sidearm. I've got a GP100 in there. For those who know, you know. Not small, comfortable, don't notice it. Real easy access. Also have, camera batteries and snacks, and it's like a purse. But all those guys I made fun of, I'm expecting a ribbing back. I won't say it on YouTube, but I deserve it. I remember as a boy being at my grandfather's his own slice of heaven. He was a avid steelhead fisherman, and he bought himself a piece of property on a river he loved to fish, and we'd go over there as kids and fish and just have an awesome time. And I remember being there with him, and the best advice he ever gave me was, don't wait to be an old man to find your slice of heaven. And boy, was he right. It was in my mid-40s when I found this place. We had been looking for a long time, but finally we decided to prioritize it. And we found this piece. And there were a lot of other pieces that we looked at in the past we'd like to have, but for one reason or another we didn't get. But this one, I feel divinely led in a lot of ways. We don't travel much anymore because we want to come here. And it took us a while to get it set up. It was raw land, we're off grid. It's a wonderful place to get away to. She's comfortable, happy wife, happy life. Now that I am an old man, I'm glad I had a couple of decades here. As a younger person, I would have loved to have found this in my 20s, but wasn't the case. But I was able to enjoy it through the middle part of my life, and for the foreseeable future, I plan on getting over here as often as I can. Not sure if it was the rain, but we're seeing a few more morels popping up. Do the honors with the buck 111. That's a beaut. This was a tree that was hit by lightning about 17 years ago. It killed the tree, and it stayed up as a snag for quite a few years, and then a few years back it blew over. Thinking I'll collect some of the limbs on it to see if it makes good carving material. It would be kind of cool to have a lightning dude. Seems like it's pretty solid. A few punky spots and some insect damage. I'm going to try and incorporate that somehow into a mouth, or see if I can make that into a mouth. A hard carve though. It's going to be a slow one. This is some hard wood. It's a Doug fir. Little chips. This is a challenging carve. There might be a dude in there. We'll see. Hard to carve. Someone needs a butt scratch. Emmett came out and told me it's time for a break. I think he's coming along. The lightning tree dude. Another beautiful and frosty morning here at Kirby Creek. We'll be heading out today, unfortunately, but gotta go home so we can come back. It's a great trip, really enjoyed it. These turkeys are closer than I thought. Wish I had my call. So if you've made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you very much. These videos don't get a lot of views, but they're fun to make, so I'm going to keep making them. What I'd like to do is give away a dude. I'll put something on the screen that if you put in the comments or send it to me in email, I'll draw from one of the comments and send you a dude. We're heading out today, doing one last round, gonna check all the cameras, make sure the batteries are good, and and pack up and head out. Hopefully set us up so we can get back here sooner.